You say sorry, but, you win.
Long story short, I am the victor.
I'm sorry, wait, can we, I'm sorry, what did you say, Kyle?
I said you have to say sorry, but you win.
I think you said sorry.
He did. He said
You
sorry.
said sorry.
Say sorry
Fucking
and then
kill
and you win.
I'm sorry, when did you become Canadian, bud?
I don't know, I'm gonna need to, fucking drench my brain in acetone and clean this disgusting filth out. Welcome to On a Side Note, episode 11.5.
Because Kyle fucked up the last one. Let's
My
do this.
computer fucking died, you jackass.
Yep.
I thought we were.
Can we do episodic shit like 0.1, 2?
I thought that was episode 0.5 or 11.5. So now I thought we were on 12.
No, this is episode 11. Well, that was supposed to be episode 11.
Well,
Happy solstice, everyone. It's the summer solstice today when we're recording.
right.
All right, that's important, I guess.
It is,
it really?
and in gaming news today, the Steam Summer Sale is a thing, and the good thing about that is you can go on play games and have a chance to win free games. I'm covering games. I'm doing things we need to do. Covering gaming.
All right.
We're getting it right out of the way.
To be fair though, Jake, it's kind of funny that literally the Steam Summer Sale dropped and immediately the server broke. So
Yeah, it's been literally down for like 8 hours.
No, I mean
problem with that.
it appears to be working now. Well, actually, no. Nope.
It's down
Nope.
again?
Nope, Steam's borked again.
Good. I wanted to
mine
buy
was crashing
a
a couple times because I'm assuming that their servers are pretty filled up, but
Yeah, I wonder if we
Now-
could...
I mean,
the ping is.
you had to think that they had to expect this.
They expect it every year, and it still never makes a difference.
Do they really? Do they really expect it every year, Kyle? Because I don't think they do. I think maybe they don't. I think maybe they think that their platform is on the low end, whereas I think it's an ever growing thing. It's an ever growing platform. It's a nice way for.
Now, you see, Jesse, every single year when their whole
Listen,
system goes
eventually
down
Steam
for
is
3 or 4
going to
hours,
die.
I think they understand, we need to bolster this, and they bolster it, and it still gets bigger than they think it's going to be.
But when Steam dies, I'll already be dead. So that'll be fine.
Oh,
Let's murder Steam by tomorrow, and then we can prove that wrong.
they changed the wish list, and I'm not a fan of this.
yeah, the wish list is a little different.
I mean, I like
Can we
the fact
talk-
that I can now add things. Well, I mean, that was an old update, but I like that I can now add things directly to my wish list just by looking at them.
Can we talk about E3?
Can we?
I mean, I assume we're allowed to.
I'm
mean-
not sure.
Actually, I never checked whether or not they unbanned us.
Who
Or
banned us from what?
lifted the content shit on all of our videos.
I did. I got unbanned anyway. I just had
Jesse
to
got
delete
banned
our
for
fucking.
covering E3.
Well, yeah, I got my channel got banned for fucking covering E3. Thanks, guys.
I like how you mentioned E3 right as I'm scrolling through, and I fucking come across it's just the clip of that part where he's like, "Take your friendly neighbor Johnny. Instead of coming over for a cup of sugar, he's coming over for murder."
Yeah. Oh, it was. Which one was it? I don't remember what got blocked. Oh, it was during the
Ubisoft got
Andrew
me.
Andrew KW
No, like we got
Andrew
monetized for
WK.
that.
or WK.
But
By
no,
the way, can we just talk about how and why Andrew why did you do it, bro?
What, sell out for Bethesda?
No, like I mean, sure, I guess, but
Suck on
Howard
Howard's
Bethany
dick?
Esda Coward or whatever his fucking name.
were you
Bethany
guys not
Howard
watching?
Bethesda.
Like, were you not watching?
I
the
shipped them.
fucking. the stream,
up.
like,
Yes, we were all watching the stream.
did you guys not see what I saw?
What,
I
Todd
saw
Coward
I
murdered
saw
the man who shouted Todd Coward into the
Coward,
crowd?
Coward KW.
Yeah,
I-
Yeah, that's their ship
Yes,
name.
Jesse, we all
I
saw,
saw an
how
entire audience confused as to who they were watching perform.
I don't think anybody knows who he is, honestly.
he
That's
also
the
did you
problem.
see the dead look in his eyes as he smashed the keyboard and screamed at the microphone?
Ah.
He just looked dead inside.
I wonder how much they paid him. They probably paid him like in cheese
Yeah,
or something.
to be fair,
Like no one knows who you are. Just do this, man.
that's what I'm saying. Like nobody remembers Andrew WK, and that's sad. Like he used to be.
I still
he used
have
to be good.
one of his songs probably on like my old phone.
Party hard,
Yep,
man.
yep. That's it.
Fuck yeah.
That was like-
that was easily his best, but I mean the
I
rest
mean-
of the album was pretty good too.
You mean One Hit Wonder?
Yeah. You got to think though. Maybe sometimes a one-hit wonder isn't so bad, Jake. Maybe a one-hit wonder leads to
I
an
don't know.
early discovery.
I don't think I would want to be a one hit wonder because that would suck. I mean, you make all your money and then then you do nothing else.
I don't know, man. I mean, one track, all the money you can ever live for.
What's the money you can ever live for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, he's probably still making money off of Party Hard.
yeah.
So-
They play it on iHeartRadio.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure. I was listening to it.
If you say so, man.
I mean, okay.
Whatever
Alright.
floats your boat. Yes.
Apparently, singer, musician, and motivational speaker Andrew WK.
He's a
has
motivational speaker.
Apparently, anyway, he has a net worth of $4 million. He's accumulated his net worth mostly through his music career.
Only $4 million. That's not a lot.
Yeah, that's
Jesse has been bitching about Eminem for like 4 days. How much is he worth?
This guy could be like my next door
$5.
neighbor, and I wouldn't even know it. Like, you know what I
Right?
mean? Like, $4 million is an incredible net worth. Not saying I am anywhere near that, but
Eminem. I don't know how to spell his fucking name. He's worth 190
You don't know-
million.
Oh. You don't know how to spell Eminem?
He
M
spells his name weird.
Ampersand M.
Ampersand. Yes.
The fuck's my mouse at? Oh, there it is.
Just Marshall
and but see,
Mathers.
that's what I hate about looking up the net worth of somebody because every website you go to will say something
look up-
different.
Well, I
Like
mean,
Google.
like Google
Is
Google
being
says
there.
Google says Deadmau5 is worth $12 million, and his house is worth more than that, or worth probably that. But then this website,
but Jake,
Raven,
you don't understand.
Ravenclaw the 17th.
or whatever, it
Deadmau5
says
didn't
he's
pay for his house in cash.
anyway. It says he's worth $65 million.
How did he pay for his house, Jesse?
He
In
paid for his
cheese.
house by saying, "Record company, give me a house."
No, he's not. He doesn't have a record company anymore.
He is his own record
company.
company.
He has
Really?
Mousetrap. Yeah, he got rid of. He was part of. I forget who put out the not Let's Play.
But I mean, it's
the
it's
Play
not
albums, and then he was with
it's not
Ultra
like
for a while.
like a thing of like Sony or fucking MGM Music or whatever.
Nope, he has his own label, Mousetrap. Obviously,
Mousetrap.
Ultra still owns a lot of his music, and they will own it for like I think it's 10 or 15 years, and then
And
he
that's
has like the
exactly why
opportunity
he
to buy
made
it
his own,
back.
right?
Yeah, so he wouldn't have to do that. And that's the same thing with Cake and their pedophile drummer, like they're independent. So they can make pretty much as much money and not have to worry about the middleman.
Also, I guess they don't have to worry about their drummer getting fired for being a pedophile.
Yeah.
They just, they were just like, oh, hey, go to
Which
prison.
I'm
Do not
pretty
collect
sure he's not the
$200.
drummer anymore. Do not collect. That's horrible.
Do not click.
Former Cake drummer sentence on child molestation.
Do you think?
Ah.
Do you think in the original version of Monopoly there was like confusion with like go to jail with like but I collect $200 and then like eventually they had to
passed go.
clarify. Yeah, that they had to clarify like oh no,
Like-
you do not collect $200.
Like the original Monopoly.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Probably.
Back when people were like stupid and thought the game
Like
wasn't gonna
everybody
have you
was
murder your
writing in.
friends.
Yeah, everybody was writing in back in the day. Ha! I should have gotten that $200 and I
Well-
would have won the game.
Well,
Oh.
the community chest, Jake, is actually, or not the community chest, the free parking. You know how everyone puts money into that? That's not a rule. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
Like when you pay the banker back in Monopoly, you're just supposed to pay the bank. You're not supposed to put it into free parking and land on
You
it.
don't.
It's not actually a rule.
I don't do that.
Who does that?
Yeah.
What?
I've
What
never
the
done
fuck
that.
kind of Monopoly you
Yeah,
playing,
I don't
boy?
think I've ever done that either.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I live in a different world here? Where
Yeah,
this
apparently,
exists?
because the community chest is usually pretty small.
No. I didn't mean the community chest. I meant like so when you get like a community chest or you get a chance card
Okay.
and like it makes you pay the banker, then you take that money and you put it into free parking, and
No,
then
you
whoever
don't.
lands on free parking gets all that money. You never play like that.
Never done that.
No. Nuh-uh.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, now I have to Google this.
Oh man, this is gonna be fucking.
Have we been playing it wrong, or has Jesse?
No, what's that?
Well, that's
what's
the thing
fucking...
is that I've been playing it wrong because that's not technically a rule, but
Free
that's the way
parking.
I've been playing it all my
All
life.
right, here we go. Free parking is a corner of the square. Okay, let's get to the rules. House rules. The house rules are, let's see, chopped up over the years regarding the corner square. Some involve getting $50 notes under the square. Usually, player. Okay, let's see. How free parking. Wait.
How free parking is supposed to work?
Wait, this doesn't
In-
actually tell me anything.
The free payout variation. So it's a variation on the
Yeah.
house rules.
Oh, here are the official rules.
The official Milton Bradley Monopoly rules that are set for tournament inquiry.
Free parking.
Are you reading the FAQ?
I'm
A
on
player,
the wiki, the
player
Monopoly
lands
Wikipedia
on
page.
this place does not receive any money, property, or rewards of any kind. It is just a free resting place.
Yeah.
It's basically a blank spot on the board. Which,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how we do it. We don't get anything from free parking.
Well, you see, that's the thing.
See,
I've always played the other way.
The free payout variation is anytime someone pays a fee or tax, jail, income, luxury, put the money in the middle of the board. When someone lands on free parking, they get that money. If there's no money, they receive $100.
Well, I've never heard of the receiving $100 thing, but sure, we'll go with that. That one's close enough.
And then the Wikipedia, the Monopoly Wikipedia also has a link to the Mac and PC and N64 versions of Monopoly
Nice.
and what their rules were.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's important to make distinction.
The objective of Monopoly is to be the wealthiest player,
Really?
No.
is to become the
Well-
wealthiest player through buying, renting, and selling property.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought the goal was
Yeah.
to be the last standing, like
Which...
after you murder your friends.
Well, yeah, but see, and that's the
Well,
thing. You
that's
actually don't have to
battle
play like
dome.
that. You can play with. There's like actually a bunch of different rules of Monopoly. There are like faster games where, let's say normally you would play like let's say I land on Boardwalk
yeah,
and I
well-
say I don't want to buy this, and then okay you don't buy it. But then some games then you auction it, so the game moves along quicker.
No. I think that's official rules. I think that happens no matter what.
No, you can actually play either way.
Well,
Is there
There
a
are-
thing on the wiki where I can get the official rules?
There,
yeah, we need official Milton Bradley tournament Monopoly
yeah,
rules.
well, and actually, they actually
Milton
Monopoly
Bradley, please sponsor
encourages
us.
you to make your own house rules
Yeah.
too.
Isn't
So
that how
like,
most games work.
So
technically?
no, not
like
necessarily.
some-
Like, you can't like make your own house rules of solitaire. Like, oh, I'm gonna show every single card and then like win automatically.
Then pick them as I need
yeah,
them.
I don't know,
like-
man. My own house rules of sorry are that I win.
you punch
Sorry.
the other bitch in the face.
Exactly.
You say sorry, but you win.
Long story short, I am the victor.
I'm sorry. Wait, can we I'm sorry. What did you say, Kyle?
I said you have to say sorry, but you win.
I think you said sorry.
He did. He said
You said
sorry.
sorry.
Say sorry
Fucking
and then
kill
you go out and you win.
I'm sorry. When did you become Canadian, bud?
I don't know. I'm gonna need to, fucking drench my brain in acetone and clean this disgusting filth
I'm
out.
gonna take that clip there, and I'm gonna have a clip of you saying sorry, and that's gonna be my text tone.
Sorry.
Sorry, bud.
Don't quite do
Sorry,
that.
bud.
But
Sorry,
the candid
bud. You got a
one's better.
text.
I'm gonna turn that into a text tone. Sorry, bud. You got a text.
Hey,
Alrighty.
sorry, bud.
I think we should have a
that.
Monopoly game night that we should live stream. By the way,
That would be a lot of fun. I like.
It'd be a
that.
lot of fun.
Each
until
time,
we're
each
dead.
time there needs to be a different variation. Like one time we need to instead of playing the game with money, we play it with bricks.
What?
Okay,
And,
you
you
go
have to
find
hold your
fucking bricks.
You have to
Enough
hold all of the
bricks.
bricks.
Right.
It's a
so
good thing I
then-
don't like
then-
whiskey.
Why are
Yeah.
these slaves attacking me?
how about the cheater version of Monopoly?
Cheater version.
Cheater
Yeah.
Where's
version.
that?
Is it or
Hasbro.
Hasbro came out with a cheater edition of Monopoly.
What?
It's
Like
what can you
cheaters,
get away
like the
with?
show?
No, like you're supposed to cheat,
Well, what?
and you get
I'm
a free
sorry.
pair of plastic handcuffs.
What?
That sounds grossly.
Make a wildly
misinformed.
different Monopoly game. Go favorite or game a favorite go to for.
Having a stroke.
Yeah, I am. Fake a dice roll, steal some bills from the bank, even slip out on rent. Complete. Oh wow.
Oh, right.
I swear to God, if they release a fucking
Cheaters, the TV show version of Monopoly.
no, but if they release some sort of weird fucked up version of Twister, where all the fucking circles are gray and it comes with bondage straps and a cat o' nine tails, and it's called Extreme Twister or something, I'm gonna be fucking really pissed.
Just comes with fucking.
I mean, I was
handcuffs.
before you got into the 50 Shades of Grey references. I was gonna say, well, if it's just normal Twister, but everything's gray, that's exactly how Trevor sees normal Twister.
Well,
Wow, that's a little fucked
Yes.
up, man.
but well, that's how Kyle's depiction of Trevor's eyes working as a dog's works.
Well, it's
So,
Trevor's colorblind. It's a joke.
It wasn't a very funny joke.
You're not a
maybe-
very funny. You know what's not a funny joke? Apparently, there's going to be tariffs on American whiskey producers. That's not
Oh.
good.
Ooh.
Yeah, that
Ooh.
affects
Oh no,
or
Kyle.
Jesse. You
The
don't you drink
one
whiskey?
thing that America is good at, making booze.
Yeah. We don't need fucking tariffs on this shit. Or don't you drink whiskey?
Who?
Yes.
Oh no, you drink rum.
Who?
No,
Me?
I just happen to have a bunch of rum.
No, I
That's
drink
not the
gin.
point.
As long as there's not a tariff on gin, I'm fine.
But why is the rum gone?
Where has the rum gone, mummy?
No.
That was a horrible attempt at Johnny Depp's voice.
I know.
I wasn't being. What the hell are you talking about? I wasn't being Johnny Depp. What?
I was.
Oh. Do it again.
No, I like now. I am
it's
of the
really
impression
hard,
that that's
though.
how Jake thinks Johnny Depp sounds.
But why is the rum gone?
That was good.
That was the bestest of the best. Nothing could have topped that. No, sir.
And you burned all the rum.
Nintendo
that's-
and Microsoft team up
that's
to promote
if Johnny
crossplay
Depp
while
was an
Sony
Irish-
remains silent. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about that?
You hear about what?
Hmm.
What?
As much as I fucking don't like Fortnite,
Fortnite won. Fortnite won in the fist fight against PUBG, and PUBG's going down, and it's done, and that's why it's on sale on Steam, and we're never gonna
No,
have to hear from it again.
that court case didn't come out yet, but no.
Fuck.
So Fortnite opened up the servers to be cross-platforms. You can play it on the computer,
Yes!
on the Xbox, on the Switch,
See, that's cool.
and
That's
well, now here's the
cool.
thing:
More games
You can-
need to do that.
you can get Fortnite on the PlayStation 4, I guess. But if you ever sign into your account on the PS4, it gets locked onto the PS4. You can no longer play with anyone else outside of the PlayStation, and your account becomes completely locked to your PlayStation, and you can never use it again on any other platform.
So then it's because Sony's being a dick.
Yes, it's because Sony decided, because when you buy cosmetics and
Sony
shit,
said, we don't want anyone to have, like, we don't want Microsoft touching us.
Now here's the thing, Jesse. It's because when
Listen,
you buy
Sony's a little
items,
bitch, okay?
Jesse,
And they need
when you
to
buy items in the
fucking-
game, the developer,
Listen.
the platform that you're on gets a percentage of the money
Microsoft
you
is
pay.
trying to drop the Spanish fly in their
He's not gonna
drink
let
the
you
whole
finish.
time.
Yeah,
Okay?
Jesse, you need to let me explain why, but fine. They're not
Continue.
dropping the Spanish fly. What the fuck are you talking about?
Continue.
No.
No. Continue.
No, Jesse. I'm interested in what you have to say.
What I'm saying is that so Sony's doing it because they're saying, people are coming to our platform and they're spending money from other places that they spend money on, and we don't want that. Well, that's how it should work. To be honest, if you're playing on an Xbox, you shouldn't be able to take that account that you've spent Microsoft points on, which could be variably cheaper than Sony's whatever PSN credit versus your Steam wallet, which you could theoretically sell cards for and make an infinite amount of free money that then you transfer to the it doesn't make any sense. So I see what they're doing there. They're saying, oh, okay, well that's bad.
Well, no.
We shouldn't have that.
What
that's
Sony
fine.
did,
okay,
Jesse,
but like
is because if you put $10 on your Fortnite account on the Xbox, and then you buy a $10 skin, Microsoft gets $3 of that. Say, I don't know what their actual percentages are. Then, if you log in to that account on your PlayStation, you can no longer log in anywhere else. That way, if you ever buy any cosmetics from other companies, and then say, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna play Fortnite with my friend on PlayStation," well, now you're getting punished because how dare you buy cosmetics on a different platform?
Kyle, because you wouldn't go over to your friend's house
and log into your account on their PlayStation, but you could. That's the thing.
But you wouldn't.
Who says I wouldn't?
Well,
I mean,
you wouldn't, because Sony won't let anyone play outside of PlayStation. Whereas if you're on the Xbox, you can play with your computer and Switch friends.
Listen, the whole idea of being cross-platform is that once, like, if I own it on Steam and you own it on your Xbox, now we can play together.
Yes, but again,
that's the whole idea of cross-platform.
The whole point
I don't need to come over to your house and log into my account on your Xbox for
Jesse,
any reason.
Again, the whole point was Sony flat out said, we're not participating in cross-platform. If you want to play Fortnite with your PlayStation friends, you have to put it on PlayStation.
Yeah,
but then they didn't tell anyone that it's going to permanently lock your account to PlayStation.
Sony's not doing it based on the money, because
no, they are absolutely.
the
little
bit of money that they're
Jesse,
losing,
one of the people that worked at Sony
the...
flat out came out and said, "Oh yes, it's because other platforms will make money if they buy things on other platforms."
And I'm sure that you believe somewhere along the line that ice cream is frozen milk and custard is something entirely different.
What?
What?
Yeah, what?
Okay.
That has literally nothing to do with someone that works at the company as a higher up coming out and saying, well, this is why the company did this.
Right.
That has a little more creed than someone saying custard is an ice cream. That's literally a complete non sequitur.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That,
Hello and welcome to Non Sequitur Lane. Population us.
They say, custard's worse for you because it's more fattening and blah, 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 blah. Well, of course, they're going to say
being stupid's bad for you too, but we're not talking about that.
That's true. Like, yeah, we don't want people, we don't want to lose money. Duh. of course they're gonna say that.
Now,
of course
Jesse,
it's true, but
this
you
wasn't-
say
this isn't
true
a current
things to cover up the other things that
Jesse,
people
though,
believe
the issue
are
here is
true in
that
the
this
first
wasn't
place.
like a spokesperson for Sony coming out and being like, well, here's why we had to protect our financial
no
assets.
kidding.
This was someone that quit Sony because they couldn't stand all the fucking shisty practices Sony was doing.
Yeah. Well,
They're not going to come out
you,
and
Kyle,
defend the
there are
company's...
fucking blood sapphires in PS4s, and I can go make a lot of money off of them.
It wasn't blood sapphires.
Jesus Christ, this
But
is really...
PlayStation did instigate several wars in Africa
Right.
to get...
So we already know that they have shitty tactics. I'm sure Microsoft has done something just as bad. Fuck, I'm sure Walgreens has done something just as bad. Okay?
I really don't
Doesn't have to
think
do with anything.
Walgreens is out starting wars in Africa to make their fucking cheap prices and shit.
Listen,
I don't know, man.
Okay,
They might be the ones who instigated the entirety of the plot in fucking Metal Gear.
Maybe.
the whole point is that I'm just worried that it's like it's Sony just out here saying, oh well, hey, look, you know, I don't want to have my servers touched by Microsoft fanboys, and ew. Like, don't do that. That's not cool. Just stop it and get some help. Like,
Right, we should just outlaw Sony completely.
no,
we
we
should just
shouldn't
take
do
down
that. We
PlayStation.
shouldn't do that. Okay, because there are a lot of good games that are coming out for Sony only systems.
We should dissolve the company and redirect those to the PC.
Now, while I do admit that they should also get PC releases as well, because realistically, you built the game on a PC. So, I mean, you didn't build it on a PS4 with a controller, did you? Because if you did, that's quite impressive. And
Yes,
for
they,
that,
they
you
use
should be
the
awarded.
they use the on-screen keyboard to code the entire game.
And the worst
Actually-
part is that's actually plausible.
I was gonna say, I wonder if that is a contest. Like, you have those game contests where you gotta make something in like 24 hours. There should be a contest to code an entire game on a console using the on-screen keyboard in a development game.
Yeah, in 72, let's give them 72 hours.
Since you have to write all the code in the literal worst way possible.
It'll work. I see no problems with this.
That would be entertaining. Oh, hey, guys!
That actually could be quite entertaining.
Guys,
What?
it's
Yeah.
Bag Week.
What's Bag Week?
It's Bag Week, according to
that
Tech
mean?
News.
The fuck does that mean?
I
It's
don't
bag
know. Okay.
week.
It's Bag Week.
Hey
Okay.
guys, there's bags. You like the
bags.
bags?
Bag Week 2018, the nomadic NFO2 keeps everything in its right place.
Okay.
Is Bag Week a like observed holiday week, whatever you call those things? Why is this in technology?
That link you sent me just crashed.
What?
What?
It's TechCrunch.
Oh, apparently if you try to like copy like text on their website, it just completely bricks their website.
Oh,
What? TechCrunch?
Because I
Interesting.
wanted to like copy and paste the backpack to look it up. Although I found a way around it. You just don't let go of the click, and then you can copy it. That's an $87 backpack, by the way. The Nomad
NFO2.
NFO.
That is
The Nomadic?
expensive for a bag. The dollar store near me sells bags.
There's... What?
I mean, I would buy it. It looks like a pretty nice bag.
I mean... If it's a nice bag, then it's definitely worth it. I've seen much
Built
more
for the
expensive
busy
bags
streets
that look a lot
of
worse, trust
Japan,
me.
this sturdy backpack is the perfect commuting companion. It is slim, designed to fit on your back easy, and make it maneuverable for crowds. Yeah, it's cushioned.
Oh, good.
All right. So when we go to glorious
So-
Nippon,
Hey,
we have a bag.
Yep.
Is it made of
Actually,
glorious
I'd
Nippon
love
steel?
to go to Japan. I think we should advertise strictly and solely for Japan.
yes.
So we can be big in Japan.
Hey,
I am you like all mad expressions.
And
please.
now we're hated.
Now we lost
And
the
now nobody
entire
likes us in
viewership.
Japan.
Oh.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks, Jess.
Well, I'm sorry.
Jake. Actually,
Yes.
Jesse's the one who's more afraid of these kinds of things.
Oh, good.
So
good.
there's
Thanks.
a new update
Amazing.
for.
You've managed to get us fucking porcelain dolls. Thank you.
Oh, are you afraid of porcelain dolls?
I mean,
My
They're
neighbor
not-
has a
they're not
bunch in the
settling.
basement, all sitting up on a wall, just literally staring. So when you walk into the basement, there's like 15 of the fuckers looking at you.
Anyway,
Sounds like a proper home.
The new Google Assistant update makes it so you no longer have to say "Hey Google" or "Okay Google." It just always listens to you, and will.
wait, what do you mean?
You know how normally you have to say "Hey Google" or "Okay Google" to make the Google
Okay.
Assistant start listening to you.
yeah.
Now you don't have to. It just
Like
listens.
I have to say, "Hey Siri" to do things.
Okay,
The new Google
My-
Assistant
my
will just listen and
phone-
follow commands.
my phone isn't doing that. I'm in my
You-
Google. Oh wait, okay. So let me open up my Google Assistant.
You just have to say something like, "Google, find me a picture of."
No, you don't
I
even
mean,
have to
Taylor
address
she's,
it.
she's listening to me right now.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Just always do that.
I mean, she's talking to me.
I mean, to be fair, I said, "Hey
Tell her
Siri,"
to
and she
shut
didn't
up.
say anything back. I just
Oh,
did it
you don't
again, and
want
she didn't
this.
say anything. Siri has fucked off.
How are
from
you
me.
today?
Tell them you're afraid.
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. What can I help you with?
Why are you afraid, Google? What aren't you telling us?
Why are you afraid, Google?
Just ask them who they report to.
I used to be afraid of goblin sharks, but then I learned they're actually living fossils.
What?
They've been around 125 million years. That's not scary.
I
What?
don't
Guys,
believe
that ain't scary.
Goblin sharks?
Although
I heard moblin sharks.
In tech news, though, Google just rolled out for Google Assistant continuous conversations.
Oh, good. So it's no longer going to be like, I don't have any information on that.
Like,
Followed
so
by,
the
"What
example,
can I
so
help
the
you with?"
example Google put out was you can be like, hey, this is my example. Are the Flyers playing? Or no, oh no, rather, let's start off like this. Did the Flyers win the last game? Yes, no, whatever. Okay, cool. And then I would say, like, when is the next time they're playing? And
Did-
the
did
conversation will continue.
Oh.
Did the Boston Bruins beat the Yankee
Boston.
Red Sox in the 3-1 victory over the Miami Heat?
What's the Boston?
Yes,
Yeah.
Jesse, those were words that you said.
To be fair, they were all actual teams.
Well, not the Boston Bruins.
Yeah.
Listen,
Hi, yes, this is the Brostons. We're here to Boston.
maybe they're. Listen, sometimes hockey is not a sport so much as that it is just a mad pit fight.
You check yourself.
Hey, look, I like going every now and then to a mad pit fight and watching it. It seems a whole lot like gladiatorial games. I'm happy with that. To be fair, they all have giant whirling blades of death on their feet, so if they ever wanted to use them, they could. I'm just saying, ice hockey, gladiatorial sports, they're not too different.
No, I like ice hockey because, like, you're guaranteed to see someone get in a fist fight.
I like watching gladiatorial sports because you're guaranteed to see somebody get mauled by a tiger.
I don't think that's accurate.
To be fair, how many gladiatorial sports have you watched, Kyle?
That's the thing. None, because we don't do that anymore.
I see. You should probably resolve that issue.
Where do you go to watch fucking gladiatorial sports, Jesse?
Now listen.
No, Jesse, you fucking answer my goddamn question.
The YMCA, Kyle.
You go to the YMCA to watch whatever sports.
They added a new section, Jake.
So the young men
I
go
don't
in for
know.
the blood sports. I see. Alrighty.
It's all
Hey.
covered in white tile. There's a drain in the middle.
So, do you guys know about the whole loot box bullshit going on over in Europe?
How it's like
yes,
illegal?
yes, I do. I love it. It's amazing. Get the fuck rid of loot boxes.
Yes. Do you know what just happened in
Make them illegal.
the Netherlands?
Mm-mm.
Steam was issued to shut down CS:GO and Dota 2 because they refused to get rid of the loot boxes.
Okay.
CS:GO and Dota 2 are a no-go in the Netherlands.
What?
Those-
So basically,
Two of like Valve's biggest games.
no. So
Well,
hang on. I'm trying to collect my thoughts here. So, how do the loot boxes work in CS:GO and whatever
You get
the
a
other game
skin.
was?
You
Okay.
get a
Yay.
crate, and then you go online and you buy a key for $5, and then you randomly
You
get
can
a weapon
unlock it.
skin,
Okay.
and then you sell it online for $1,500.
potentially.
So why don't we just make this a free trading service?
Because they're tradable for real-world money. Because
Yeah, but why
there's
don't we
rare ones.
why don't
So-
we get rid of the real world money aspect?
So the problem here,
Well, there's
Jake,
people that
is
literally
that
make a living doing
they
it.
are tradable for free, and that's the thing.
But people don't
want to do
that.
The payment and the gambling that happens with them, because that's the thing, is that you're not necessarily selling your skin so much as that you're selling your skin for a credit to put into a lottery.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting. I forget who I heard reporting on that. Oh, Yong Ya reported on that last night.
Yum yeah.
Yong Ya.
Yum yeah.
Yong Yeah. He's a YouTuber.
Yum yeah.
He's a really big Metal Gear Hideo Kojima guy.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see. We went over this yesterday, how Kojima had no idea Snake's Revenge existed. I
Yes.
actually thought that was hilarious.
Oh, where's Aaron? He'd get in on this conversation if Trevor had just
so
left.
by,
He would
by the
too.
way, on a side note here, actually, I just want to ask Kyle a random question here.
Okay.
How much you think it costs, Kyle, to make a sandwich entirely from scratch?
Okay. So
Okay, this is a loaded question.
when you say
because
entirely from scratch,
You can't just make one sandwich from scratch, technically, because you can't just buy 3 slices of meat, 3 slices of cheese, 2 slices of bread. So the price is going to be higher than, let's say, buying it at Wawa, but your initial savings will be better if you use everything to make more than one sandwich.
So
also, if you're saying completely from scratch, in my mind, that's saying, well, I'll go to the farm
I'm
that's
talking
2
entirely
miles from my house,
scratch,
get some
including
wheat,
growing
crush it down into
vegetables,
flour.
killing the chicken, so on and so
Well,
forth.
then, in theory, it could be free if you just steal it.
You might think that, Jake. But
It didn't cost me anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
What if I
in
grew
order
up
for you to
on a
grow
farm?
vegetable,
Sorry,
it still
what was
have to
that?
cost you something. Like, I'm talking, you have to, like, grow the vegetables and everything. Like, you want lettuce on this sandwich? Grow a fucking head. Like,
Free.
how is that free? If you go out and steal somebody's head of lettuce that's already
What if
growing,
I go
that's not
to
you
what if I
growing
go
it.
to a farmer and I say, "Please, sir, can I have lettuce seeds?
Well,
Can
mean,
I have
guess
fertile
that's
chicken
free.
eggs?"
But
Jesse,
you still have to.
You
still
go
have to
hang
put
out behind
water.
a grocery store and wait for them to throw out produce.
And even so,
We're not talking
I
about
don't.
urban farming,
and,
Kyle.
And even so, I do not need to make a sandwich from scratch when I have a grocery store literally less than a mile away
But
from
no,
my
no, no.
house.
I get what Jesse's saying,
But
and
the whole argument here, Jake, is that
we've never
you
had this
just
argument
said
before.
It'd be free,
So yes,
Yeah.
but it
Yes.
wouldn't.
at At the most, if
it'd be
you're saying I
roughly
have to go out and
around-
buy the wheat seeds and the lettuce seeds,
Go ahead. How much?
And the chicken seeds
Yeah. The chicken seeds
and the
are-
cheese seeds.
I'm not sure the cheese seeds come one by one, Jake. It's not.
it grows
Yeah.
one slice of... No, it grows into a tree that a bunch of slices of American, kind of go off of, and they absorb the sunlight.
That's racist.
I'm sorry, I
Saying
didn't
all
get...
Americans are slimy plastic pieces of crap.
Yes. But anyway, probably like $10, $15 to
triggering
buy
me,
all the
brah.
plant seeds, and then, a year worth of growing.
Right. So how much do you think?
$10, $15.
After your sandwich is done? $10, $15?
Yeah.
You're close. If you multiplied that by 1,000.
I'm literally looking at the making a sandwich from scratch costs $1,500, 6 months.
Yeah. That's fucked up, man.
It was also from 3 years ago.
Still pretty fucked up,
Well,
man.
to be fair, with inflation, it would cost more then.
Yes.
Okay, but this doesn't matter. And even for the sake of argument, like,
It doesn't matter.
I mean, Jake, how are we going to determine the value of anything after the bombs go off?
What bombs?
We have to already have this data backed up.
why? Then we can
Do you-
make
do you wanna-
new data. Things like that only have.
Because in a nuclear apocalypse, Jake, you don't want a $1 cheeseburger. You want a $15 $1,500 chicken sandwich.
So,
I
Jesse,
suppose yes, if the intrinsic value is enough for it to merit costing $1,500, sure.
And besides, Todd has already told us it will be bottle caps
Jesse, do you know why it's bottle caps in Fallout?
because they're very hard to reacquire as they're very hard to make on your own.
Okay, but do you know why they started using bottle caps? This is
Just
going
Todd
back
Howard
to
doesn't
Fallout
give a
1
fuck
and
about the
2.
lore.
Yeah, actually, I do, but I'm blanking on it.
Okay.
So.
It was because the money that they would trade with in the hub was fresh water. And when making trades of things other than fresh water, people came to the conclusion that some things were worth, a bottle and a half of fresh water. And since you can't really cut a bottle of liquid into 2 pieces, they needed something
They
that
can.
equaled
Water's
a bottle
infinite.
of water, which they just used bottle caps because there were so fucking many of them as a placeholder. Because I think it was 25
okay,
bottle caps
but-
was
so
one
It
bottle of
turns
water,
out that bottle caps are a finite thing.
One
and
of
they
my
can't be
very
mass
hard
produced
to-
after the fact. Yes,
one of
Right.
my
that
can't
was
be.
why Bethesda was like, sorry.
One of my favorite things about Fallout New Vegas was its ecosystem, and it didn't. Of course, the ecosystem didn't change in or I guess not. Ecosystem is not the right word. The economy.
Yes.
The economy couldn't change in Fallout, but it had an economy. Like you had pre-war money, you had Caesar's money, you had caps.
Well, yeah, but
And
The pre-war
you had-
money was only useful in the Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, but
which
the thing
took
is,
pre-war
you
money.
could still use all the different types of money because it still held a value.
And the
You
only
didn't
Even if
just
the
have to-
value wasn't the greatest.
Yeah,
The only-
you didn't just have to barter. You could use pre-war money if you had enough of it to trade.
But if you look at the Fallout universe as a whole, the pre-war money is still valued in caps.
Okay, it's valued in caps in the Bethesda
Well-
ones because Bethesda looked at the lore and was like, oh, bottle caps are used for trade. That means they're the money.
Yeah.
Well,
In-
I mean,
In theory, you could take pre-war money and go, okay, so this is our currency, and caps are this much to pre-war money. Caesar's money is this much to pre-war money, and whatever other factions there were. I guess this. I mean, even the Strip had its own money. If you think about it, all the casinos had their own money.
Poker trips, yeah.
Technically, because it's not the same.
I don't know.
as-
I never actually got into the Strip. I couldn't.
What?
What? Are you fucking kidding me, Jesse?
I kept dying.
Oh my god!
Did you try and run past the fucking robot?
I yes.
Oh
my
my
God.
fucking god.
Talk to the damn robot. Literally.
He
you know
just
how
lets
easy
you
it
in.
is to make 2,000 caps in that game?
You don't
It
even
would
need
take-
to do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's one way. Or
But-
you can go
but
through all
listen,
the quests
every-
to get the fake passport.
Alternatively,
literally
you
just
can be
convince the damn
invited
robot.
in by Vic, or whatever his name is, the robot.
Every time my idea was to make 2,000 caps, and I tried by going out and murdering raiders, but that didn't work out so well as I played on the hardcore mode,
So did I.
so I would just die.
Sounds an awful lot like Get Good Son.
So I
Yeah.
take it you just never met Mick and Ralph, even though
No,
that
so
child
I
tells you to
never
go talk to
actually-
Mick and Ralph.
I
Like,
never made
screams
it.
it.
I never made it like very far outside of the.
I always love in New Vegas when you kill the fucking rat and he's like, "Thanks, mister."
It starts tearing into its
Thanks,
fucking
man.
flesh.
Yeah, they start eating its flesh right then and there. Doesn't one of the kids go like, "You asshole! I wanted to kill it."
Probably. Oh, man.
Man, I really want to play
New Vegas.
Oh, man.
New Vegas now.
I'm pretty excited for Fallout 76.
I am. We should talk about that.
I'm excited-ish. I'm less excited now, actually.
Why?
I'm painfully
Um,
not optimistic.
I'm less excited now because we know an actual player count,
Which is
Wow,
zero
only
because no one
32
wants
people
it.
can be on the
which
giant
is
map.
up to
Wow.
32 people.
24.
Todd said
Well,
he wants it to be very special when you meet another player. That you've actually met another person in this wasteland.
But apparently there are no NPC in this game, is what I read.
there's
Well,
robots and there's proto-ghouls
Yeah.
that are your raiders, so they can still use guns and shit.
So if you see somebody that looks like a raider that's coming after you, that's another player.
If you see
Fuck
a
them
ghoul
up.
running at you with guns, that's an NPC.
Right.
And then there's also robots, so there will theoretically be,
Robots.
like places where you can trade gear that aren't other human beings. Places you can buy and sell stuff.
I think it's gonna go the route of DayZ, where let me go and trade at this safe place, and then just have people outside with rocket launchers and sniper rifles just picking everyone off.
I mean, probably, but did you watch the Todd Howard interview?
No, but I didn't.
Yeah, so basically they are working on balancing a anti-griefing system where they were very vague about it, but if someone kills you,
Oh.
you can pretty much decide whether or not they'll be able to kill you a second time. I don't know how they're going to do it.
It's basically like the thing in Grand Theft Auto where passive mode, but it's probably like individualized passive mode.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure how they're going to balance that. I assume it would mean you can't hurt them either.
Oh,
the other thing-
no.
The other thing that he was like, it's going to be super special when you see another person.
And they
He's
just
a little
fucking
too
murder
determined.
you.
Everyone is visible on the map.
Yeah,
So like
everyone's visible.
you open
at
up the
all
map and you can
times.
see where everyone is, so it's not that special. You can look at the map and see them.
But honestly, what I'm really excited for, and you have to admit, we've all wanted this, is a multiplayer Fallout that isn't like kind of how the way ESO is set up. This is still
You
a
mean a non-MMO?
yes, exactly.
I want.
Jesse
I want
only wants an
this,
MMO.
but in the form of an MMO.
No,
I don't like MMOs.
Fallout cannot exist in an MMO.
Why? It can't be that hard to fucking get the combat down. That's the only thing stopping it. Is combat.
I don't think that's the only thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I really think Elder Scrolls can exist in an MMO because let's be honest, we've done it all like how many times before with like RuneScape, EverQuest,
No,
and shit
actually,
like that.
Jake. One
Games
of the
like
reasons
that exist
why
in an
I-
MMO very nicely, but I don't think Fallout can exist in an MMO nicely.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't think any of them actually can exist in an MMO, but I really want them to.
I mean, as much as I'm not the biggest fan of ESO, it's still decent enough for it to work.
You see, when I play an Elder Scrolls game,
You play like an MMO?
if I can't murder anybody I want,
Oh my god.
I have a real problem with this game. Okay, because I don't have my freedom.
Jesse, you can't kill the NPCs in most MMOs.
I'm very upset that I...
What?
In most MMOs nowadays, you can't just go into a
Thank
town
you.
and be like,
In
"Oh,
most
hey,
modern MMOs,
I see people talking to this important quest guy. I'm just
you
gonna
can't
kill
murder
him."
the NPCs. Okay, but in most good MMOs, you can murder whoever the fuck you want.
Jesse, you have one fucking example.
I have 5 examples.
You have one example.
5.
And it's the only one you ever bring up because
5.
you are under this
5,
delusion
and that's
that
only one
EverQuest
of
is
them.
the best game.
And
Are the 5
actually,
examples
I
every
could-
version of EverQuest, Jesse?
No. So, meh.
No, only 2 or 3 of them are.
Listen, that's not the point, Kyle, okay?
That's kind of the point.
Actually, none of them are. I could probably name 5, maybe 4, without using EverQuest.
Or EverQuest 2, or the game we were just talking about last night
Yes,
that was made by the
because
same people that you can
EverQuest
transfer your
2
EverQuest
has
shit
a-
into.
Terrible problem. Also, PlanetSide is not technically an MMO, it's a shooter. It's a very good one, but
Are you going to include that
no.
in your list?
No.
Okay.
Because technically there are no NPCs in PlanetSide. It's just a giant fucking war that's happening all the time.
Never ends.
War never changes.
Oh.
War's never happy.
Did they get Ron Perlman to do this one again?
I would
Ron
assume
Perlman.
so.
Yeah.
Let me...
Ron Perlman he's the guy who's always done War never changes.
I'll look at his IMDb and see if he's listed on 76.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Just so you guys
Wow.
know.
He's
2
not
things.
listed on 76.
1. Tall people are really likely to get cancer just because there's more surface space.
Areas.
Okay.
They
Okay,
have,
so
they have
it
a higher
sucks to be
volume
tall.
of mass.
Higher surface area
Also-
of skin.
There's been an actual study done. I'm less as impressed by this. Older women have hairy bushes.
Okay.
Okay, that's important. That is an important study.
Well, look, man, it's always been a cliche thing, right? That, oh man, she's so old, she doesn't need to shave. Bats come out of her vagina. But, like, now there's a fucking study? Who
I'm
did
sorry.
this study? Why did we need this study done?
Science.
Seriously, how did we get from Fallout to Bush?
I mean,
Because we have Jesse on the podcast. Hey
It
Jesse,
happens.
what's new in the Twitter sphere?
that right
He's
there.
not done.
That there's a fucking study done.
Oh,
Not
was in the
only
Twitter
to say
sphere?
that tall people have a better chance of getting cancer because there's more space on them. No
Well,
fucking shit.
you
Okay.
have more skin. You're more
But-
likely to get skin
what-
cancer.
Why did we need a study done about fucking old women's vaginas and their hairstylings down there?
Or
Well, you see, Clarice, this one has a unicorn.
Who paid for this study?
scientists. Actually, who paid for it? Elon Musk.
Why?
We paid for it because
With our
we
tax
pay the
dollars.
government to give scientists money to do research.
I
on
swear to God,
things.
this couldn't have been an American research project.
You're right.
This
It was Canadian.
had to have been some sort of weird Colombian. I don't
So-
know.
So I just looked on Twitter under the trends for me, and one of the trends for me is The Last Jedi. And I was like, why the fuck is that here? There's a campaign to remake The Last Jedi.
No.
Hmm? Why?
I guess to make it less bad. I don't know. A campaign has been launched to formally remake Rian Johnson's recent Star Wars movie, with the people behind the idea claiming producers are willing to fund the project. Many Star Wars fans are not taking the idea very seriously. Our
What a
team of
surprise.
producers is offering to cover the budget for the remake of The Last Jedi in order to save Star Wars. Share this and spread the word. Let Robert
Waha!
Elgar and at
See?
Disney know you want this. This isn't a joke.
I
We're ready to
fucking told
move
you,
the
Kyle.
convo now.
I told you I'm a woman. This study states it.
What?
You heard it here, folks. He's
Women
now-
are more likely than men to eat food that has been dropped on the floor.
What?
I don't think that's true.
It's quite the study, sir.
Listen,
So, I went to a school with a kid whose nickname was Badger. And one time, someone legitimately pulled an entire pizza out of the rack, just flat, top down on the floor.
ew.
And this motherfucker just walked over, looked around, stared the lunch lady right in the face as he reached down, picked up half the fucking pizza, and just brought it back to his table.
Was it like a fresh pizza? Like
Yes.
Like fresh, like hot bubbly cheese?
Yes.
Wow.
Not like semi-cold, could have been sitting out for 2 hours pizza?
No, fresh pizza. Like, he picked it up and half of the pizza was still on the floor, and it's just, oh, this is mine now.
Anyway, I have a very interesting topic here. I find very interesting. Anybody see this little thing about Nintendo and Xbox on Twitter?
No.
Twitter?
Anyway,
go on Twitter.
the title of this article on Game Informer is Microsoft and Nintendo are playing up their cooperation on Twitter.
No,
Anyway,
that goes back to the thing I was talking about with the Sony is like, man, you're not allowed to go anywhere.
Yeah, but
Whereas-
it's kind of interesting. Nintendo of America is like, hey, Xbox, can we still play together in Minecraft now? Or we can still play together in Minecraft now. Did you want to build something? You know?
Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying earlier. Fucking Microsoft is trying to put their roofies in Sony's beverage, but Sony's not letting them.
What are
That
you
would make
fucking
Sony come out as
talking
the
about?
good guy then, in that terms. Using those specific words and that specific structure makes Sony the good guy.
Listen, Microsoft just wants to touch Sony. It's not a problem. All right, just let them go. Let them do their thing. It'll be okay. We'll all come back and be a happy trio later on.
Okay.
Jesse, just stop it.
Look, Kyle, did you know? Okay,
Gaming.
Kit Kats are actually very cannibalistic.
Chickens are worse.
But
Chickens
say-
are
I
the
mean,
worst.
Did you say
animals.
Tic Tacs are
That's what I heard.
cannibalistic?
Cats?
Oh, cats.
Oh, I heard Tic Tacs as well.
I said none of those things.
I
But
thought you
okay.
I thought you said cats are cannibalistic.
Just wait until you listen to the actual recording later on, because I definitely said Kit Kats.
What?
Kit Kats.
Cats and Tic Tacs.
So you were almost right with the Tic Tacs, but Kit Kats are very cannibalistic. We shouldn't indulge ourselves in Kit Kats. We should tell them that they have a problem and that
I
they
love
need
Kit
to stop.
Kats. They're good candy.
Okay.
Time to stop.
Did you know? Kit Kats are made of imperfect Kit Kats. Nestle leaves no Kit Kat ever uneaten. So all the rejected ones are mashed up into a paste that's then used to fill the wafers of all the other Kit Kats.
So apparently this is trending. Hey, pervert, stop staring at Elastigirl's butt.
Oh man, dude.
In the new Incredibles movie where Mr. Incredible is just like cucked totally the whole time.
I want to see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Isn't he just,
I
like,
was
considered
I was
a
very much so
stay-at-home
concerned
dad
with
now?
that fucking
Yeah,
Incredibles toy.
they had to. They said, "Oh, Elastigirl is the best. Only send her." And the whole movie is just Mr. Incredible being told, "Oh, hey, you're a stay-at-home dad now. Fucking deal with it. It's your problem."
Now listen,
And yeah, that's literally the whole fucking movie.
I'm not a doctor, Kyle. I just play one in real life sometimes. So this is not official
What?
medical advice. But you want to keep rubbing it to Elastigirl, man. You keep it up, because you're making them sperms stronger, buddy.
What?
So keep going, bro.
What?
What?
Masturbating improves the fitness of a man's sperm by getting rid of old sperm, as younger sperm have a higher likelihood of insemination. Bam! Drop that shit on the table.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Jesse, it's
So,
go
like-
skateboarding day, so get the fuck out of the house and go
Oh,
skateboard.
Fuck. Is it National Go Skateboarding Day?
Yes, today's hashtag go
Fuck,
skateboarding
now I
day.
have to go harass the police.
I'm not entirely following what one has to do with the other, but all right.
I wouldn't do that, actually.
Jesse's just gonna go down to the police station
With a skateboard.
and
beat
skateboard
a cop.
right on the front, right out front. And when they come outside, he's gonna be like, "Fuck you! It's skateboarding day. Get the fuck off my back!" And they're gonna be like, "Whoa, man, you're under arrest now. We were just coming to see some skateboard tricks." And then they throw you to the ground, beat you a little bit,
And then
drive
tase
you
while
around
you're on the
town in
ground
the
in
back of a
handcuffs.
truck,
Just a little bit.
and then you'll be back in jail for
Back
skateboarding.
in jail.
We've been in prison for the past 10 episodes, Trevor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're out
Fine.
now. That's how we did con coverage.
It's fine. I wasn't here for the past 3. Remember?
I don't fucking know.
Trevor has been in an inconsequential coma.
Trevor was in solitary.
I was dying. It's good. It's fine. Everything's normal.
Also, Aaron hasn't been here, and Aaron still isn't here.
To be fair, yeah, he appears to have just died.
Yeah, I do like that he'll hopefully come back and stop the recording and upload it, and we'll have
So that it's not 400
an hour
some hours
and a couple minutes of
long.
just silence to edit and drop in.
It's fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. Everyone loves some silence. It's just so peaceful.
A whole 100 megabyte track of just pure
Oh,
silence.
see, no, I don't believe that.
What?
According to some psychologists, some, not all, some. That means some psychologists are wrong. Human beings are not capable of being just friends with members of the opposite sex.
Not true.
So, realistically,
Haven't they ever heard of friend zoning? I mean, come on now.
no, man. No man wants to be friends with a woman, and no woman ever wants to be friends with a man. Period. There's
Okay.
nothing in common. Mars and Venus.
I disagree, but
It's a very
okay.
antiquated analogy.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's true.
According to the internet.
According to some psychologists.
On the internet.
Who don't
I
know what
mean,
they're fucking
to
talking
be fair,
about.
I don't know if they're internet psychologists or not. Is that even a thing?
Yes.
Can you be an internet psychologist?
Probably.
Why not? Why not? Why don't we become internet psychologists?
I mean, I want to
Internet
be. I want to
psychology.
be an internet.
Yes.
Whatever that is.
Psychologists Online, #1 online counseling website. BetterHelp.com. Not sponsored.
What is that? What is that thing?
What is what thing?
A life coach. A life
Yeah.
coach. Yeah, I want to be an online life coach.
I want to explain to people how their life is terrible and then tell them that I might know how to fix it.
People just call into my fucking Skype, and it's just a camera of a blank white wall.
You're
And then
not in the
suddenly I
picture at all.
fucking Pop up out of nowhere, and I'm like, "Go do your fucking laundry."
But the laundry's already been done.
Why
Well,
are
that
you?
only
Why
applies
are you
to
an
anybody
angry
who
jump
hasn't done
scare?
the laundry. Because Kyle, people that need motivation.
They don't need
need
jump
to-
scares.
Listen, Bob Ross was an angry man. Okay.
No, he
He wasn't
wasn't.
a warrior, though.
I think he was a very calm man, if anything.
No, that's a common misconception.
Jesse, you just watched a video on the
If you don't remember,
YouTube.com
he's
about secrets of.
he's a what was it? A master sergeant.
Yeah.
He
thought
was a
that was,
master sergeant, and because he was, that's actually why he vowed to never yell again.
thought
He
that was
fucking so that's why all of
Rodgers.
his painting videos are quiet ASMR.
He
One of these
also
happy
was the
little
accidental
trees.
grandfather of ASMR, apparently.
Yeah. So Bob Ross is fucking cashing in the fucking wins here.
Didn't he die?
Also,
I
it's
don't
like
keep up to
10
date with
grand to
people's
own a
stats.
fucking original Ross.
Original Ross.
Yeah, dude.
Also, what was whose realism style did he steal that caused huge controversy?
I don't remember. It was some like I think he was Italian. Some like Italian painter guy that was
Well,
also on
wasn't-
TV at the same time.
Austin
Because like Bob
Kleon.
Ross had this
um,
special wet on wet style.
Wet on wet.
Wasn't Mr. Rodgers in the military?
Yeah, that's what I thought we were talking about when you said the military at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason he wore the green sweater is because he had fucking like tattoos all over his arms.
Red sweater.
Red
Oh, man.
whatever. Colorblind.
Let's go to Texas.
I've been saying this for a while. I do want to go back down to Texas. It's nice there.
I can get a lot of aggressions out in Texas.
Why? Oh God, why?
In Texas, two people can legally settle a dispute by fighting as long as they don't seriously injure or kill one another.
I disagree with this law. It should be a duel to the death.
Okay, so
Like the
in
old-
Now,
Olden days.
listen, you're allowed to do that in Paraguay as long as you are both registered blood donors.
Mr. Rodgers was born southeast of Pittsburgh.
I'm sorry. So what?
Wow.
I can fuck. We have to be.
Mr.
Brothers? Is
Rogers
that what
and
you
Mac
said?
Miller were the same fucking person. That explains everything.
So much.
No. Rodgers graduated Pittsburgh Theological Seminary. Was a minister, Presbyterian.
Oh shit.
Mr. Rodgers was red-green colorblind.
No wonder he wore a green sweater.
It was red, you jackass. He became a vegetarian in his
He wore a
mid-40s.
fucking
Apparently, it was green
random
to him.
colored sweater.
Contrary to rumor, he never served in the military.
Oh, okay. Well, look at that.
Well, we're all idiots.
No, we're not.
Well, see,
See,
we're
a-
fact checking.
A study says that cats don't necessarily have a preference for their owners over strangers. I told you, your cat doesn't give a fuck about you.
What?
What?
Your cat
What?
doesn't care
dude.
whether you're its owner or not. It just cares that it's being fed.
And has a person to rub itself on.
Sounds dirty when you say it like that.
Yeah, your word choice today has just been impeccable.
Well, I have a more impeccable word choice. This study says that I'm not a woman because
Good.
80% of women fake their orgasms.
What are the percentage of men that do that?
I mean, to be fair, it's possible. So, maybe 20% or so.
Okay.
I'd say 80% are just little bitches that, you know.
Oh, that
I'm gonna
sucks.
fucking pre, dude.
So Jesse, I think I might have found a law that supersedes your fight down in Texas.
Why?
U.S. Code 914, Article 114, dueling. Any person subject to this chapter who fights or promotes or is concerned in or connives at fighting a duel or who having knowledge of a challenge sent or about to be sent fails to report the facts promptly to the proper authority shall be punished as a court-martial may direct.
Right. But you're just solving a dispute.
Through a duel.
No, not through a duel.
A fight.
Right.
You're fighting in a duel if there's
Right,
two
but-
people.
But
To the
but
death.
in that case, you would have to say, "I challenge you to a duel," or something along those lines.
Man, every
Okay,
Yu-Gi-Oh
this is
player
just,
going to
hey,
jail.
this cheeseburger tastes like shit. No, I think it tastes good, bro. No, it tastes like shit, bro. It tastes good, bro. Molly walked in the face. Now you two are fighting. It's okay. as long as you solve the dispute whether or not the cheeseburger tastes good or tastes like shit.
Okay.
I'm confused. I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Oh, wait. Dueling is not specifically covered by criminal statutes or penal codes in several states, so it's not technically illegal in those states. However, dueling could be covered under other crimes.
What
such
about
as
like
assault with
mock
deadly
dueling?
I did find out a while ago that in Pennsylvania you cannot be elected a government official if you've been involved in a duel, but it doesn't outright say that you can't duel. So we could theoretically go to Pennsylvania and duel.
Fuck it. Like I said, Paraguay, we're allowed to duel in Paraguay. But we have to be registered blood donors, so.
I am a blood donor.
In Paraguay?
Oh, no, not in Paraguay. When you give blood, isn't Paraguay one of those countries where they ask if you've been, that would make it so you can't donate blood anymore?
I liked the one, I think it was, fuck, where was it? It was like medieval Germany or something. It might be a still practiced in Germany thing. But like, a man is allowed to settle a dispute by fighting his wife as long as he is buried in the ground with one arm tied behind his back.
I don't think that's Germany.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if that's accurate.
No, dude, I'm not. Fucking Google is your friend, man.
Can a man fight his wife
Ew.
in Germany if... Can a man... I'll just... Fist fight, I guess.
Yeah, and like she's given like a sack of rocks or something.
What?
Yeah. I'm not kidding. That's the fucking law, dude.
Tied
In Paraguay?
behind his
No,
back.
I think it's Germany.
Martial duels, female single combat? No, is this... It's still showing me things for duels.
Do you want to duel? Let me show you exactly how you can do it. Just follow these 6 easy steps. Find someone who wants to duel you.
Marital duels.
There you go.
A judicial duel between an unarmed man in a pit and his wife armed with wrapped stone.
See?
As opposed to
Wasn't
single
fucking
combat
lying.
challenges such as chivalric duels.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty fucking retarded, but...
Later private duels for honor in medieval ages in some regions of Europe, mostly in Germany. Participants, or principalities,
Fucking hell,
disputing
man.
parties would be obliged by authority to enter a judicial combat. So yeah, apparently in German, I don't know if it's still allowed, but if you could stand in a hole and fight your wife as she was armed with a rock in a bag and you had to be barehanded.
This sounds pretty sexist.
With an open fist.
Yeah. Open fist.
Thank
It's a
you,
closed
Sean
fist.
Connery.
No. Can't do that.
Marital
So
duel.
I'm rather confused here.
About
Is
a
Maul
marital
saying
duel?
You can attack people.
No, I mean, I said, ew, but it's like, we talked about, I think we talked about this in the pre-show. Yeah, actually, we did.
Cover it.
How much you like getting peed on? You like getting peed on?
No.
It's better to be pissed off than pissed on, right?
Are you going to tell me no, it's better to be pissed on because it has some miraculous fucking wonder drug that cures cancer?
I mean, who knows? It might.
I doubt
We
it.
haven't tried.
Heavily,
Anyway, look.
Heavily doubt that.
So a mosquito comes up to you and it says, "Hey man, you look fucking delicious." And then it starts doing its thing. And then it's done doing its thing and it takes your blood. And then it says, "Hey man, You look like a fucking amazing golden shower target. Piss. And then the mosquito leaves.
Mosquitoes piss on you after they drink your blood and give you fucking malaria and sleeping sickness.
Well, maybe that's where the malaria comes from, is the mosquito piss. So theoretically, if we could just eliminate the mosquito piss, we don't have to eliminate mosquitoes.
Jesse.
This is...
No.
These are some thoughts that are going on in your head.
Jesse, earlier you wanted us to start the pre-show because you wanted us to start the show because you wanted to yell at me about something.
Yeah, well, actually, now I found 2 things to yell at you about.
Okay.
You're the one who keeps saying that I'm self-diagnosing myself as psychopathic and fucking all these crazy things, Kyle. But people who habitually stay up late, on average, are more psychopathic than early risers.
Okay, but you see, Jesse...
Boom.
That doesn't matter when you go to sleep. Sure, you go to sleep at 3 in the morning, but you also don't wake up till like noon, so you're getting the same amount of sleep. If you went to bed at 9...
Right, but what they're saying is that change in sleep habit causes a change.
It does not cause
the
psychopathy.
Normality of your human brain, God. Because humans aren't supposed to be nocturnal.
Did you hear that tons of animals are actually becoming nocturnal specifically to avoid humans?
That's crazy, actually. But I can totally see that as happening. Fucking humans suck, dude.
Why are psychopaths immune to contagious yawning?
Well,
see, I googled, can I catch psychopathy? But apparently psychopaths don't yawn.
They don't.
To be fair, I am kind of immune to the yawn thing. So, almost immune to the yawn thing.
Do you know one of the reasons why they probably are immune to the contagious yawning? Do you know why the contagious yawning is a thing among normal people?
Because we've broken our brains.
No,
we no longer
because...
follow your societal rules.
Well, okay, so that... You're not a psychopath, first of all, but second of all, it's thought that because yawning is a way to, like, signal danger or just communicate with another human before we had language, and so...
Oh my god.
Psychopaths not connecting with normal fucking human beings don't catch the yawn because they don't have anything in their brain that tells them, oh, hey, another human, let's relate to them. What?
I would have had no idea.
What did you, oh my god, about?
The easiest way to stop a charging T-Rex is to yawn at it.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Oh!
Thank God, stop that T-Rex.
Yeah.
So, moving quickly away from that, to something I wanted to talk about. What, Trevor?
Well, actually,
Space Marines! We have Space Marines!
I wasn't done slamming you yet,
hey,
Kyle.
Space Marines.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold on, listen, okay? Because not only is that a problem, that I just so happen to have found out about that, but you don't seem to continue to believe it. But you also don't seem to continue to believe that they're all watching us.
Who is they and all?
I don't know, and I don't know. But Kyle refuses to believe that high-end existence in this world is somewhere along the line watching the things that particularly I do and say to an extent.
Trevor,
now,
Jesse is convinced that Facebook monitors everything that he does.
Okay, no, not Facebook. Literally everything, but Facebook just allows a bunch of extra stuff. It's totally irrelevant. We can get into that later on in a different sci-fi cast. That's not the point. Okay. So what have you been, and we might as well say it because it's already fucking out. What have you been talking about doing, Kyle?
Joining the Space Army? What?
Not quite.
What?
But in particular, you had an idea for a challenge.
Okay. Oh, the 10,000 calorie challenge?
Yeah. Well, now I'm getting suggested videos 2 days ago that popped up for a 10,000 calorie challenge.
So obviously,
It
Google
was Facebook.
Google has been listening through my cell phone when I've mentioned it at the grocery store.
Through all
and,
of our cell phones.
And they just
But
sent
yeah,
it
continue.
to top-tier YouTubers and said, hey,
Do this.
do this before these randoms can. You're who makes the money.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
not... All right, so we need to be heading out soon. So one last topic. The sixth branch of the armed forces, the Space Force. Trevor, are you as excited as I am?
Let's all become Space Marines
Now-
so that we can be the first people to commandeer the ISS
Trevor,
in the Great War.
I was going to say,
2066.
your eyes are terrible. You'll never make it through basic. I have
Yep.
too many medical problems to make it through basic. I don't know, Jake, maybe. You're kind of
medical
probably
problems.
can't. And
I'm just too lazy.
I think if someone said government near Jesse, he would immediately wrap tinfoil on his head and go into hiding.
What's a government?
But Trevor, once we have an established spaceship armed forces, we could potentially become paramilitary contractors and work in space.
You do realize, Kyle, that if we all became Space Marines, we would be the Bad News Bears fucking super troopers of Space Marines.
Now you see, Jesse, when it comes
What?
to working on a spaceship, I would not fuck around.
You're not working on a spaceship, Kyle.
I would
He
be
is.
working
He would be the
Listen,
janitor.
on a ship.
No, when you say Space Marine to me, that means you're floating around space, being a space cop, doing space copy things, shooting at other people that are in space that are breaking space crimes.
So you see, Jesse, that would be when we have progressed to the point that space travel is just, a normal thing, and you actually need space cops.
Well, no, once
What
you get
Trump
the
is
whole
putting
Space
into
Force
place
there,
is
Guys,
he wants to develop a military presence in space to deter other countries from having a military presence in space.
and that being said, next time we'll be in space.
Next time we drop water balloons on North Korea from our space station.
that what?
I'm
The
calling it.
on-side note
I'm
statement.
calling it. This is it. We're going to space next time. Leak confirmed. We'll be in space. Find us.
Oh, there's so many
See ya
graphics I have
there.
to make now.
The
Alrighty.
Half-Life Trinity is confirmed in space.
Okay, bye.